and gentlemen, welcome back to Twisted Koi. How are we doing out there, cupcakes, on this lovely overcast Wednesday morning? And you, Satomi Nishikoi, I see you. Yes, get across, give my man a like, give him a subscribe, drop him a comment, tell him the Twisted One sent you. No doubt it will tickle him pink. Well, Rocket Boy is off on a job. Ricardo will go down there counting fry, and I will go down there in a second. But at the moment, what I've got to do is I've got to get new filtration on this one, because we are finally going to get rid of that piece of shit and get it broken down and binned, and we are going to replace it with one of these. This one was actually donated to the farm by Paul Higginson, aka Pixter Koi. Another new channel. Give him a like, give him a subscribe. Tell him the Twisted One sent you. You know what to do. So yeah, this is going to go up there this time. We're going to put it up the back. That's where we've got the flattest point. And then shouldn't take much to get it wired up. And then strip that thing down for its media, all apart from the plastic K1. And that will go in here. We've got some other bits of media dotted about. And there we go. It seems like Dave is the water boy and I am the filter man. So, and we found siphon as well. All put away nice and tidy. But then in a load of overgrown bushes growing over the top of it. Fucking weeds here grow so quick. Last week, all this lot was almost clear. Shit just grows too quick, doesn't it, Rick?
Yeah. There's someone else around there, isn't it? You look at Ricky's videos out in Japan and it's like no weed in the ponds, nothing growing. Looks pretty, but it's just around here.
It's just not feasible.
Mental. That's life.
See? Rick, see? Using your noodle. Instead of try struggling with something, get the boss to bring it round on the trailer.
Just good timing, wasn't it?
No, that's why I went. That's why I went back up that way. What's our Dave? Is he changing feeders round? Is he?
Yeah, there's block of 4 being emptied today.
All right, so they can come off and then go.
On these will run out of live food, and then I want, these done and cleared. But isn't it? It's just rinse, repeat.
So what?
Move. Yeah, all those ponds are in here. Look.
Oh, they've all been emptied already. So what have we got in that mix then?
Kahaku, Sankey, Komomru, Matsukawabaki, and then the Ginrins. No doits in these ones at the minute from those ponds.
Right. Is that because you haven't emptied the Deutsch ponds yet?
But it was the Deutsch and the Komomrus. And the Deutsch Sankey in with the Komomrus. But no, the Deutsch ones, they went out at higher stock levels and they're smaller, so they're not big enough. And
the question I keep getting asked to sell it, but the other question is, do you think Rick would ever produce another Deutsch Sankey like the one that I've got?
Yeah, all day long. For a penny. No, that's quite unique, that fish. It's got that Sumi and Benny separation, which is a trait you do. I mean, I think if it's something you wanted to do and you used a couple of fish that showed that trait, you'd just get more and more and more of them.
Right.
But yeah, it's like anything, isn't it? It's comes with that fish. The pattern's amazing, isn't it? But the body's not
great.
What's not there. And in your pond, there's too much competition, I think.
Yes, I have got to thin out
the number of fish. It would probably be doing better bulk wise, isn't it? But it's not a massive.
So what do you think of the big Sankey that I did first? Do you remember that one that I took home?
Yeah, that could come good, and it's just the sumi's coming up all over, isn't it?
It's coming up where you want it as well.
Just needs that momentary line to get big chunky blocks of sumi is quite hard. So yeah.
But when I took it, there was only one tiniest little dot of sumi on there. It almost looked like a shimmy, didn't it?
It would have had loads of sumi when it was little, and that just shrinks back, and it might take another 2 years. The trouble is that the sumi might finish when the Benny's gone to shit.
Yeah.
You might find the Benny can't last as long as it's taking
So when going back to like the growing show with a different selection you did the other day, then some of those that you kept back that were really heavy on the sumi across the top could end up going like my one has, where it's dropped right back and then comes back again.
That baby sumi honestly goes from all over them, and if you sometimes if you put them, you can almost cheat. You can put them in a yellow bucket like that.
Yeah.
And the sumi will drop right back to a thin grey, and you can see where the benny pattern is underneath.
Right, but how long do they have to be in
it? Takes a little while in these. That's not what they were just spare ones. But
but you could do that.
You could potentially, and you can do it with Benny Kikos as well. They're a nightmare when you harvest them. The black is so intense you can't see the benny patterns.
Right.
But if you just really quickly you put them in a yellow bucket for maybe 5 minutes, that black recedes to like a thin grey, and you can see exactly where all the benny is on the fish. See the patterns.
Got it, yeah.
If you wanted to do that, it does make life a little bit easier when you're grading them a couple of inches long.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just a time constraint. You'd have to set up a blue bowl to move them into to do whatever.
Yeah, to leave them there.
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, we're trying to get as many ponds cleared as I can. Get all the sankies and carpies shifted out down the other end of the farm.
Yeah.
So I can get all these prepared for. So I'm holding back fishing here at the minute.
Yeah, it's getting touchy in there, is it?
Yeah, you just.
Or not so much now. You've got the filters running.
Yeah, but they're not growing as fast as I want them because there's just too many fish.
Right.
So the ones I'm splitting out are accelerating away from what's being left behind. So I just don't want to waste. You go to all that effort to get them.
Yes.
I want to give as many of them the best chance as I can, but
yeah,
it's not as easy as that. It's getting.
And I bet there's still Karaka to do. I take it.
There's still 100,000 plus to do. The annoying, they're still not scratched the surface in a minute. So no. I've only got potentially 2 ponds that we can put fish in today.
Yeah.
And then another 5 ponds by next week.
Mm-hmm.
So that's
is that so that you can then split down what's in the hatchery into those other ponds? Or
yeah,
you
just keep splitting them on. The difference, stock density is the biggest inhibitor of the way they grow.
Yeah.
A lot of people, a lot of the comments on the grow and show ones, oh, water changing and do this. The tank mine had gone in, not only was it never had any fresh water, it was old water from when the parents were in there.
Yep.
So yeah, obviously the hormones will have broken down and whatever, but yeah, I prefer using. I know you can't if you've got them in a small vat. You've got water change.
Yeah.
But yeah, they just every time you split them, they'll grow again. They're on 2 mil food in there now.
Okay, now.
And because they just every time you halve them, they just sort of double almost. So you just half double.
Yeah.
And it's. But it's definitely noticed those people that are using cages aren't getting as good a growth. I think so much of the food escapes the cage.
Yeah, I've noticed that myself, and I'm gonna make some changes on that tonight. They're going into the tank.
Yeah. The thing is, if they're in a tank, all that food is accessible for 24 hours or whatever.
Yeah.
So, and again, mine have had food 24 hours a day as and when they want it, which is you double your growing window.
Yeah. I really have got to get me one of them clockwork feeders, because that is the.
Yeah, I mean, well, whatever. If it does, it's not just a feeder, is it? It's a combination of things. But if you've got the temperature, if you've got them in a cage, so and obviously the food's only there for a short window, then they're only feeding for a short window. And if you feed them 8 times a day, they're only actually still feeding for a short window of that period.
Right.
Whereas if the food's there constantly, just graze constantly, they're constantly full. Thus, you get that, and it does accelerate. There's no doubt about it.
Yeah.
And I know someone's got them in a cage with other fish in the pond, and there's so many fish in that setup that they're all going to be struggling for the hormone. You're not going to be able to grow everything in there to the max. It's just not feasible. So I know they're doing all right. To be fair, they're still alive, which is surprised me. But yeah, it's one of those that you can't give. People saying, "Oh, my fish aren't as big," but most of our fish aren't as big. I've got ponds up there of the same age fish that are not an inch long yet.
Yeah.
Next door, they're 2 to 3 inches long. All to do with stock density, food availability, but that is the main one. It's that stock level.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, although your fish, you might only have 50 fish in that cage, there seems to be a bit of room. If you've got another 200 fish in the pond, you've still got a very high stock level in the water body. So yeah, in an ideal world, I think you would, like Tony's setup, if you were doing it absolutely bob on, you'd have put the fish in one, and as soon as you could, pick the best 25%, put them into the other one, fresh one, clear the rest of them, so you've then got them in the other new one, grow them for a bit, and then split them again between the two, and then raise 12-15 fish in each of those tanks.
Yeah.
And you'd get them up to 30 cm quite comfortably by
November.
You're doing it. And as long as you know you pick the right fish and they're good, it seems like not a lot of fish to get down to 25 fish to grow on, but actually if you've got 25 10-inch fish,
you've done well.
You've got quite a lot of fish for your money.
Yeah.
But it's not easy to do.
Yeah, I've noticed the difference in mine since I splitted mine down, took all the white ones out and that. But there we
as well.
Only up to B5, but so 4 and 5 have got a doubler, split one.
Yeah.
That wants to come off.
That's
yeah, he's taken that one off.
Perfect. Yeah, stop there then, so that gives us enough feeders to do all of them.
Yeah.
Sweet. Man.
So you want?
Fucking flying along, Dave.
Take the splitter off that.
Yeah.
And just use that feeder for one of these ponds, and you've got feeder for each pond then.
I've already put one on this near one on the block.
Perfect. We've got a spare feeder
See,
then.
Rocky boy by name, Rocky boy by nature.
We've got a spare feeder.
Don't know about that.
We got we got a spare feeder.
You've still got one on 2.
Yeah, the one on 2 screwed down, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm unscrewing them.
Yeah, only go.
Oh, you're using your special tool.
Yeah, so don't go any further than B4, 5, because I want the feeders still along that way.
You want them on there?
Yeah. So, yeah, that should have been the last. That should have been the furthest away one.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to put one back on.
Oh, it's rocking. I want one on 6.
You want one on 6?
Well, no, they might come out today actually. Don't panic, because I might do that one today.
Don't panic, Mr. Mandarin.
Right, I'm waiting for Sean. I'm not doing these till the trailer's here.
Till the trailer's here. Well, yeah, I nabbed him for the trailer, and I'll nab Rocket Boy to help me lift it up there now. Dave, you give me a hand.
Yeah.
I don't mean you stand there and clap at me either. See?
What?
I used me noodle. I got the boss to put it on the fucking trailer.
Good idea.
Yeah. Well, that's her in place. Waste lines are in. Starting to get some media in. We're just going to get the river pump pumping up here so we can get some water in it, see if it holds water before we go any further. At least then if we need to put in silicone anywhere, we can get on and do it before we shut that one down, because it has got its return pipe there ready and we're ready to take the inlet there, so job's a fish. Well, my little fruit cups, there she is, up and running. Just got to connect the pump to it now, get a couple of end caps, one for that slide valve, one for that slide valve, and then some media. We are flying and cooking on gas. Woohoo! Absolutely blinding. All this media was from my bio chamber, well, my second chamber on the Frankenstein pond, so that's one chamber full. 3 more to go. But yeah, as you can see, running an absolute treat. There we go, that's the river pump turned off. And I'm sure, fuck me, that's 11:30, that's tea break. Well, I'm plenty well, I'm plenty pretty well, I'm pretty chuffed. That is running like a fucking peach. Let me spin you round. You spin me right round, Stubbsy, right round, like a record plane. Spin me right round, round. So, yep. Capped off the leaky slide valves. And she is running an absolute peach. Now, just got to get the media that was in the other filter clean, because Rick said put it straight in, but there's no fucking way. No fucking way. No way. No way. No way. Because that is fucking disgusting. That ain't going anywhere near that filter until I've had time to clean it. Talking to Rich. Rick! You got a minute? That is all the media from the original filter, and the filter media that I brought up from the Frankenstein pond. We still need to get some more media in there. Get this K1 to sink. Yeah, and then something for that end chamber. But for now, jobs are good, and I'm gonna cover this up and go and find Rick. He should be harvesting B4 or B5, one or the other. Let's go find him. Here we go. Jobbed. Take my ears out. Might hear a bit better then. Should take them out and not put them up on the head. I don't know. But another glorious day. And where is the lesser spotted one? Said he was chucking the net round. Another one of the bee ponds, because we've just done, right, yeah, he's just done a batch of Sankeys. He has pulled the plug on that one. We've got to keep an eye on that one so we don't have the same thing that happened the other day. I can see a lottie, so if I can see a lottie, that means Rick's there with the net. Oh no. Here he is. You pulled both of them?
No.
Yeah.
What?
You got...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So what was the first lot you went through? While I was playing with filters?
Sakai Fish Farm, Cross Sakai Company, Sankey.
And was you pleased with what you got?
Got 10 times more.
I
It was a bit nice, but there's not a lot of them.
I was just about to say, what's the hit rate like?
1% decent.
Ouch. And what we got in this one?
Dainichi Kahaku.
Dainichi Kahaku. Again, there's a different variation of size, isn't there?
Yeah, only the big ones get kept now.
Literally.
Literally,
Even if they've got, or they're showing pattern.
they go for a side grade and the small ones just go out as a fry.
Yeah.
And the bigger ones will go through and start splitting into... I haven't got enough ponds to split sizes and everything else.
Yeah. Oh, I thought about it, I could go live, couldn't I? Well, we've harvested some fry ponds. got the filter sorted out on the round tank. Rick's just going to go and pick a few fish for Susan. It's going to be a fucking early finish today because I don't know what's going on at the moment. So we're going to have early finish, get home, and then we'll pick things up from there. But yeah, I don't know anything at the moment. So
No change there then.
no change there then, is there? But all in all, it's been a good day. We've got shit done.
Yeah, Dave's moved feeders around, been out collecting live food for me. Yeah.
Oh, that split on the round tank's got even bigger.
Cover.
Yeah. Yeah, it's huge now.
Never quite big enough. Anyway, wasn't
No,
it?
it was a
Emergency chuck.
it was a stretch to get it on. Oh, I grabbed the wheelbarrow on the way back up. Put all the tools away. So yeah, back in a bit. Alright, well that's me home. I've got a little bag in there for Susan. You would not believe it. If I didn't have fucking bad luck, I wouldn't have any fucking luck at all. Tell you what, for the price you fucking pay, you'd expect them to last a little bit fucking longer, wouldn't you? And yes, we're talking fucking Tempests. This one is now leaking from round here. I've just slipped and knocked into this one and it's just fucking split on me there. I tell you, you could not fucking write this shit at the moment. Yeah, you couldn't fucking write this shit at the moment. Look at it. No. You really could not fucking write this shit, could you? The price you pay for these fucking things, and these are only a fucking couple of years old, only about 2 years old. That is fucking disgusting. And this one, I'm going to have to empty this one out and put a fucking bead all the way around it, which means I'm going to have to take it out the fucking fittings. Just... yeah, fuck my life. Well, my little fruit bats. In fact, let me take this here plug out of my ear so you can hear me better. They say that idle hands are the devil's playthings. Well, I've been playing. Just keeping things occupied up here. What I have is, Ma was sorting through the garage and she found some old landing nets without any frames. She said, "These any good to you?" I'm like, "I'm sure I can make something out of it." Well, because our Susan lost her fry, I have made out of a landing net a floating net. This time though, I'll put a top on it, so if anyone tries jumping in and getting the fry, then they're going to have a shock, a big shock, because I've netted over the top. And once I've done that, I'm then going to get these out because I want to go through them, and then I think what I'm going to do is all the big ones are going to release out. Any small ones I'm going to put into the other one that I made. So landing net, overflow push fit pipe, floating net. Now all I've done is use what I had to hand, and this is the first one. The next one is even better. because I've used 45s. I've got some air stones on the bottom to keep it down. Look at that. Absolute ingenuity. So I think I'm going to have to buy a load of 45s so I can redo that one, because that, ladies and gentlemen, I think is absolute genius. Pa would be pleased. So now we got to put it in there, because these are going to be its new residents, and this is another one of those nets, so that I know they're not going to get through the holes. And the one that it has got through the holes shouldn't have been in there in the first place. He was an added extra. But yeah, these are personally hand selected from one of the bee ponds. I can't remember whether it was 7. I think it was 7. And there is 2 scaled fish in here, and the rest are all doits. But yeah, these are a gift to Susan, because she lost the ones that we took out of the bag. These ones are a little bit bigger as well, so, but yeah, some little crackers in there. And then we put the net in, it drops straight down. Look at that. And all I'll do once the fish in there is I'll pull that tight, or zip tie that shut, and then we'll sit it back here, so then it's constantly got flow going into it. And Bob's your uncle, Fanny's your aunt. Floating net. So yeah, I'll come back to you in a bit. Well, there we go, all in place. They definitely ain't going to get fucking munched now, that's for sure. But look at that, mind your own business on this thing now. And it hasn't taken long. Won't be long, and that'll be, you'll disappear. You won't see all that silicone and stuff. It'll just be all green. And again, I've been trimming this, and this is slowly but surely starting to creep now. Honestly, give your mind your own business a trim, and you'll be surprised how quick it spreads. I mean, that bit was just cut off of this and just put in a bit of water running over it. Absolutely blinding job. So they're buzzing along in there now, including the suicidal Shisui. It's on the mend. That was the one that jumped out. Little shit. But yeah, everyone else in there is buzzing along now. I got the blue bowl in here. No, but I will get the blue bowl in here, because then we will go through these and let some free. And you can see the old feeder's been working well. That's what we want. We want them on the food. Wicked little thing. Yep, I've been feeding me plants. This one got some. This one got a caterpillar last night. This one and this one got some chisel bobs. And when I get, so I've got a couple of them there, I'll feed these some chisel bobs as well. Because you do need to feed your carnivorous plant. Especially like when in here, there isn't a great deal of fly activity anymore. Whereas the midges and stuff in the Frankenstein pond, so they are going to feast in there. So I think I'm going to keep the Sarracenias and that sort of type in here. and then like the Venus flytraps and stuff in the Frankenstein pond. So yeah, I'll pick you back up when I've got them birds in the bowl. No, rant on. This has really gripped my fucking shit now. It's holding, but I don't know how long the old silver foil tape is going to hold for. But like I was just saying to the guys on my chat group, I've got 4 Tempests, and every single one I've had to change the waste valve on it because the old ones and the new ones fucking leak. And now they don't leak because I've got a lever valve on every single one. But I've had to modify to do that, to get it to work properly. And you would expect the amount you pay for one of these, that the plastic would last longer than 3 fucking years. Because I didn't even put any pressure up against it. I mean, and it's like they're not getting hit by fucking sunlight because they've all got a jacket on. So it's not sunlight deterioration. And it's not like I say, like I can't have an opinion on how well they work because I've got fucking 4 of them and I've had them for the last couple of years. It's just looking at them, we knew that the build quality wasn't fucking brilliant, but yeah, this is fucking disgusting. I'm sorry. Let's see. I've had to use the old style bottoms to then put on my lever valve. So every single one of my Tempests I've had to modify for them to be able to work properly without leaking. And like I say, I got 4 of the fucking things. So it's not like I haven't fucking had them for a while. Fuck me, you rinsed that food already, you greedy piggies. Cool, there's going to be a few coming out there today, that's for sure. Oh dear. Anyway, yeah, right. Fuck it, ran over. Fucking evolution out of whack. Oh, well, my fruit batch, it's about 10 to 10 and I'm still at it. I've had to make a conversion on the floating net because poor little buggers were getting terrorised by the fucking bigger ones that are in the pond outside. So I took the pipework off the bottom of the old cotton koi one. I've got that in the bottom of the net along with the weights that are on there. And I've zip tied that one there because that's filled with holes. Of course, it's keeping it down so they can actually swim about in there now. So yeah, look at this. Yeah, they got a bit of an area now where they can swim around. Oh, perfect timing. Look at that, perfect timing. Oh, I've got to put Susan's food back in there. Now the lights off, we can give them a little sprinkle. So yeah, couldn't have timed that better if I tried, could I? So yeah, last job is I've got to get these in here sorted now. Because I'm down at Mars tomorrow, sorting out our bonds. Back in a minute. Getting good at this, isn't we? Well, I decided that they're all going to go in. So they've all gone in. Air's gone on for tonight because there's quite a bit of shit on the bottom. So hopefully that will get picked up into the filter system. And that's all the food that's fallen down through the fucking net. So yeah, won't need feeding for a little while, that's for sure. Anyway, guys and girls, it is now 20 past 10. I'm going to go and put this together. Like always, guys and girls, don't forget, like, share, subscribe. All that schmizzle. I've been Twisted Club. And you out there, you know you're great, and no doubt we'll see you tomorrow.
That's all, cupcakes.
Yes.
Makes it all worth it.